no joke. Yeah. It's choke no joke. Let's go. Choke no joke. Chicken choke no joke. Choke no joke. Niggas choke no joke. Choke no joke. Yeah. It's choke no joke. Let's go. Choke no joke. Chicken choke no joke. Choke no joke. Niggas choke no joke. Choke no joke. Yeah. It's choke no joke. Let's go. Choke no joke. Chicken choke no joke. Choke no joke. Niggas choke no joke. What up, y'all? It's Arthur D. Austin, better known as Choke No Joke. We out here at the legendary Tunnel nightclub, or at least where it used to be. Everybody asks me what's the Tunnel. The Tunnel was a nightclub that was owned in the 90s here by Peter Gateshin. In 94, Stress Entertainment started a party called Mecca. In 96, Franchise Entertainment took it over and they had it until it closed. All the biggest names in hip hop perform here, from Jay-Z, Meth and Red, Dr. Dre, Snoop, Nas, Puff Daddy and the Family, Eve, you name it, they was all here. If you had heart, you came here. But everybody didn't have heart. So it's time for y'all to enter the club most people feared to enter, the Tunnel.
The Tunnel wasn't a unique hip hop club, and its foundations were based on the concept of bringing hip hop from all the boroughs to one location. And it was the brainchild of Peter Gateshin. My name is Sterling Cox. I was the head of security.
Alpha Grinion, Brooklyn, New York.
My name is V.
House.
Sincere from Brooklyn.
Glenn Beck. Jumping Lee, whatever Lee you want to call me.
Omega.
Ray Mack.
Diamond.
Craig.
Candy.
Big Box. Big Country.
Ramona Diaz.
Big Penna. Big CB.
John Bass Raleigh.
Sean Brophy, sound engineer.
DJ Johnny Walker Red.
MC Frank Jigger, the celebrity's choice.
Choke No Joke, legendary videographer.
Supreme Bigger Figure. Big Cap. The Warden.
Big G, AKA the ringleader.
The Tunnel was a hip-hop nucleus.
It was the epicenter.
It was the domain, the temple.
It was the Mecca.
It was like the hip-hop Woodstock.
Nothing was that melting pot of hip-hop.
They kept the paradigm going.
It's almost like what Rucker did for like street basketball. The Tunnel was that of music industry.
Hip-hop had a heart. That shit was one of the main arteries.
It was actually a Mecca. That's what the original name of the party was, Mecca.
It was like a time machine. That's how the Tunnel was. You came out a whole different individual.
We went in there, young men with attitudes, and came out there wiser men with our lives.
It was definitely a starting beginning spot for artists to come and mingle and branch out and get your record heard and get your shit together, really, to go into the next phase of your career.
The Tunnel was not open or did not open. A lot of new artists, or a lot of artists that we know now, to this very day, will have never been known.
All these artists out today need to be happy that the Tunnel was fucking open. Nobody would hear none of y'all singing tight pants niggas right now. The Tunnel was a platform for niggas like Jay and Puff, Wu and Mob and DMX and Rough Riders. Niggas don't respect these niggas today, man. You need to realize, man, without them niggas, man, and their platform, it made a lot of moves for niggas today.
It happened there, it made it relevant.
Became a pillar of hip hop. The Tunnel is the nucleus of hip hop. And I'll say all the way down south, because when the Tunnel was open, wasn't too much going on down that motherfucker. Y'all can say what y'all want, east of the south, but New York made the shit pop. New York was where it's at. The Tunnel in New York is where you needed to be to pop.
The Tunnel was definitely a hip-hop nucleus, yo. It was just like the galaxy and bring other planets in. You have people from France, Germany, London, everywhere. If they came to New York, they had to go to the Tunnel.
Hi, Premier. I come here to meet you, and I'm going to all the place. I'm going to the Bronx, to Sedgwick Avenue, McCool Hook, do the party, and Cedar, and then I'm going to the Tunnel.
It was our barometer for, how we were really gauging records, and we were really you know, studying the behavior of the consumer.
Saying it ain't just like how they do it now. You could just throw a record out and, you know what I'm saying, wait 8 weeks, 10 weeks, whatever for the shit to bubble. Niggas was putting them records on to see if them shits get that reaction. And if the shit was popping, niggas would fast track it. If it wasn't, niggas would go back to the drawing board.
Absolutely. It's the definition of hip hop nucleus. Everything was there.
Everything that surrounded hip hop, from fashion to music, hairstyles.
Like it encompassed every part of the hip hop experience, and they put it all in one building on a Sunday night.
If you go as far back to little hole in the walls and little, sensors where people start elaborating, playing the sounds and displaying the culture, to within later on you have places that was up in Harlem like Harlem World, up in the Bronx called T Connection, just using them as an example of many other places all throughout the city. And then years later here come places like Union Square and Latin Quarters. The last of the Mohegans of for real hip hop had became the Tunnel.
Tunnel was definitely a hip hop nucleus. It really was. And you gotta say, believe it or not, the wagon master was a one-eyed white guy from Canada, Peter Gation.
Nothing will ever be like the Tunnel.
The East Coast, West Coast, put it up. No palm tree the trees and the palms of dealers and fiends. Late night roam the streets. Weed is weaker, but it's cheaper. Not many chicks frontin' like divas. Out west, every chick's a model like Eva, and you know I'm far from believing her. So I'm G'ing her like she G'ing me. Banging in LA is a different thing. At the end, you either dead on the bang, getting out, doing better things. On Sunset, where they hang. Hollywood, where they hustle for change. Times Square here, it's the same. No matter where you go, you'll find a lane. On the west, they kick it with Kane. On the east, trees the social thing. East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your raps, roll it up. If you rap, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your glasses, take a toast. If you rap, East Coast. When I'm on the west and I'm doing my thing, don't offer me coke or your nose I bang. Friends don't offer other deadly things. Thanks for the hospitality, we'll still hang. I won't judge you, leave me as I came. On the road to success, top of the game. Eat all the finer things in the food chain. Teach my kids to do the same. Whether East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your raps, roll it up. If you rap, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your glasses, take a toast. If you rap, East Coast. Gotta love life and offer wonderful things. Being to travel is a privileged thing. Came back to the East, air wasn't fresh. Streets filled with trash, various people in the eye. It's easy to tell who's upper middle class. Police and racism, same as crash. Back to where they not social, where they less vocal. When they don't know you, be careful who show you around the East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your raps, roll it up. If you rap, East Coast, whether East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Pop your bottles and toss the cork. If you rap, West Coast. Both coasts are known to give you fame. Got paparazzis playing cameras your way. Got you bobbing and weaving like Cassius Clay. Most thugs turn Muslim in older days. Change their name to Allah they pray. Probably till they decay. This go out to the east and west. For Big and Pac, y'all, let's connect. Whether East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your raps, roll it up. If you rap, West Coast. Whether East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. You can't get the West without the ES. So it's manifested that we connect. You know what it is. Choke, no joke. Learn from mistakes, baby. You know what it is. Greg on the track. Rest in peace, baby. Either war, we here now. You know what it is.
Joke, no joke. Welcome to the smile treatment, you know. Yeah. It's joke, no joke, no joke. Oh. We here now. You know what it is. What's good? What's good? Choke, no joke in the building. If you ain't know, you better ask somebody. I think I'm gonna start off on TikTok today.
What it is, I'm live on YouTube.
I haven't went live on TikTok in a little minute, so I'm gonna give TikTok some love. So if you follow me on TikTok, you know what I mean? Joke, no joke. We in the building, baby. Riz Lyricist in the building. Crystal Hope here. Michelle J. Don't crowd the coochie. Joel King, Key Brown in here. Repping our coaches here. You know, we can't rep our culture without repping our culture. Shirod King Black, first in the building. Whack on Wood, second. Perry Jones, third. AC in the building. No love for the other side in here. Tony Brown, Erica King, Kareem Smiggity, C-Dub, what up? You want to hear opinions about Biden and Trump, Choke, not Jay-Z. See, here we go. Now, you know you want to hear about Jay-Z or you wouldn't have brought Jay-Z up. But we ain't here to talk about fucking wig-wearing Shawnee today. All right? So you come back another day if you want to hear about wig-wearing Shawnee. What I got on my TikTok? What up, Choke? No joke, I'm here. TikTok, the phone is so goddamn little. Big Mike's in the building, pause. Who that? Clay Jones in here. GG in here. Daryl G in here. Is that Winnie in here? John in here. Is that Al in here? Kendrick in here? Jamon or Jerome or Jamon, Bad Company in here. Shout out to everybody on TikTok. All right. Arthur Jones, what up? What's good? What's that? Papa for show? What's good? Joshua Young in the building. What happened when I was with Busy Bone? I ain't got to tell you. You already know what happened when I hung out with Billy Bone. What you think happened? My mind was telling me no, but the Buddha was telling me yes. And I don't want to get booted out with them thugs from Cleveland, 'cause they got that chronic that make you want to pray. That's the best way I could tell you. Shout out to Bone Thugs. Busy Bone, that's my nigga. Cleveland, Columbus, what up, Ohio. All right. I think a lot of people think that, well, by now, their legacy is so long. I think a lot of people know that Busy ain't from Cleveland. He's from Columbus originally. But the word is out, y'all. Biden stepped down, right? Now, remember the other day when I was doing the show about Biden and was saying that, like, not even being Republican or Democrat, it's just that from watching him, observing him for the last few years, you see that he's getting to a place where he should probably be worried about his health. And winding down and, relaxing, opposed to trying to be the president of the United States. We seeing him fall up, going up the steps. He can't remember people's names. Like he's like really getting to the point where he need to really go sit down and not be making these type of decisions. So after that debate, like man, even before the debate, remember he be going to shake people's hand that ain't there, or he supposed to go on one mark, he missed the mark. Like, it was embarrassing, man. It was embarrassing, but I'm glad that, he put his pride to the side and made that decision to step down. But what troubles me is how ignorant and racist people are, first ignorant in the fact that you see this man ain't fit, right? Like, he shouldn't have to step down for you to be like, yeah, well, I understand, because Biden, he was doing woo, right? You looking at this guy, but you are so racist towards Trump, and you are such a bigot towards Trump that you would still vote for this older guy who's clearly not fit to be president. And we see as he pulls out of the election that his people around him, they knew it. You know what I'm saying? But it's so many of y'all that, like, before the last election, y'all was saying, we picking the lesser of the two evils. That's what the people that was bigots towards Trump or racist towards Trump, that's what they said, right? oh no, I was picking the lesser of the evils, right? No, it was because the black woman or the fake black woman was over there, Kamala Harris, the Indian woman, right? She ain't become black till they needed to get the black vote. Then her Indian ass doing some blackface with some motherfucking chucks and pearls, and the niggas fell for it, just like they fell for Hillary Clinton, talking about she running around with hot sauce in her bag. Like she had the hot sauce, what was it? The hot sauce swag bag or whatever. The hot sauce in my bag swag. Like, come on, bro. Stop. Y'all went for that. No, Hillary, what? We seen her on TV. She had hot sauce in her bag. Yeah, red hot, right? Or Louisiana. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, who y'all think y'all talking to? Right? Same thing with Kamala Harris. All of a sudden, she was black. Oh, I used to listen to Tupac. Who don't listen to Tupac? People in Germany listen to Tupac. People in Italy listen to Tupac. So what? You listen to Tupac? You live in Oakland. Like, how could you not listen to Tupac living in Oakland? Nigga on the radio all day. Get out of here, bro. Like, that don't make you black because you listen to Tupac and you wear Chuck Taylors and pearls. Stop. It takes more than that to be black. And the women went for it, just out of sisterhood. I ain't voting for Trump. He said grab him by the pussy. But they up on Instagram twerking and humping up on each other and shit. Well, he said take him on the pussy. I just seen some chick sucking one of these rapper chicks' toes, Suki, or whatever, whoever she is. Is a chick, see her, oh, Suki, what's up, yo? Oh, yeah. And just start sucking her feet. What? So watch, here come Kamala getting ready to play the black role when she run for president. Let's see who her running mate is. It's damn sure gonna be somebody white, you know that. She cannot have no black person with her. That'll be black on black crime on the White House. They will not do that. Now, I'm gonna tell you one thing. If I had to pick between Kamala and Joe Biden, I will definitely go with Joe Biden over Kamala, even at his old ass age. Kamala, no. No, please no. She has done nothing since she's been in the office. I'm gonna tell you like this. It don't even matter. Trump got this signed, sealed, and delivered. If you think Kamala got a better chance than Joe Biden, you're bugging out. If you think Kamala Harris has a better chance of beating Trump than Joe Biden did, boy, I hope y'all don't think that. Please, I hope y'all don't think that. Please don't think. Please do not even fathom that. But once again, so all y'all out there that hate Trump so much and was getting ready to vote for that old ass man, knowing that he need to go sit down somewhere. Like he's so past the point he can't even play golf. Like he like at that stage where like he really got to go and just go do cruises and shit like that. Like he do not need to be running around the world having meetings, meeting important people in the world and calling them other people. No, let that old man go sit down and live the rest of his life as an old ass president. I can't believe y'all hated Trump that much. Yeah, I was really going to vote for this man and think that he was going to last 4 more years out here in his condition. Yo, some of y'all a couple of beers short of a 6-pack, man. I'm telling you. Some of y'all are a couple of beers short of a 6-pack, man. Like this Brittany Griner girl. Yo, the girl said her and her wife had a baby, like Brat and Judy style. And the interviewer, I'm gonna show y'all this. The interviewer congratulates her as being a mom. And Brittany Griner says, "Pops." And the lady said, "Oh, I'm sorry. I stand corrected." How are you standing corrected? Oh, no, she said, "Oh, let me get it right. Pops." Right? No, you got it right the first time. So you going to let this lady make you crazy in your head that she is a man now because she's the masculine one in the relationship with a woman, even though she's a woman. So now she could tell you she's a father and you say, "Oh, let me get it right." You just that stupid. You just that dumb that so if a dog walk up to me and tell me I'm an elephant, I'm supposed to look at this dog and say, "Oh, let me get it right. My bad, dog." I mean, like, "Hey, doggy, I'm an elephant." Oh. Let me get it right. I'm sorry, Mr. Elephant. Would you like some peanuts? Come on, man. Pops. And then I try to say it like a pops. Like, come on, lady, stop. You be the first one that looking for a nigga to help you carry your luggage. Put your shit in the upper compartment on the goddamn plane. Be the first one asking a nigga to change a light bulb. Pops. They a nigga until they need a nigga that lifts some heavy shit. Oh, you ain't gonna help a lady? Oh, you ain't gonna help a lady? Oh, you can't carry it, sir? Look, check it out.
That is really hard and really scary. You're about to be a mom. There's probably one other job that you're about to get into that is really hard and really scary. You're about to be a mom. How is that feeling? Pops. Oh, let me get it together. Pops. About to be a pops. Please tell me how exciting that is for you and what you're looking forward to most.
I'm super excited. Well, I mean, I guess I'll just drop it. He's here. So he's here. Yes. 7'8", 24. Yeah, 7 pounds, 8 ounces. Yeah, that's my man. He is amazing. They say, you know, as soon as you see him, it's just like everything that you thought mattered just goes out the window. And that's literally what happens. It's kind of sucks because I got to leave, you know, but at the same time, he'll understand. He'll understand.
I think there's probably one other job that you're about to get into that is really hard and really scary. You're about to be a mom. How is that feeling? Pops. Oh, let me get it together. Pops. About to be a pops. Please tell me how exciting that is. There's probably one other job that you're about to get into that is really hard and really scary. You're about to be a mom. How is that feeling? Pops. Oh, let me get it together. About to be a pops. Please tell me how exciting that is for you and what you're looking forward to most.
I'm super excited. Well, I mean, I guess I'll just drop it. He's here. So he's here. Yes. 7, 8.
So let me ask this question, right? So how is Pops playing in the women's NBA? How is Pops playing in the women's basketball league? Like, how is Pops playing in the WNBA All-Star game? Bro, wait. And y'all want to give the Democrats 4 more years of this shit? How is Pops playing in the WNBA All-Star game, bro? Pops, yo, bro. Because she said, oh, let me get it right. How is a man playing in the WNBA, bro? Somebody tell me. So I need somebody to make it make sense. Because I'm telling you, America is making people stupid. Like that lady, I don't know who she is, and I'm not saying she's stupid, right? But you telling me that she says to this woman, yo, you're about to be a mother. You know what I'm saying? Even though she didn't carry the baby, but her wife, because they got this lesbian relationship, their wife is having a baby, right? So being that the wife has got a surrogate where they got sperm from a sperm donor, a man, okay? They didn't bump coochies together and she got pregnant and she told my Pops. You know what I'm saying? No, they got a surrogate. That baby is only going to be one of their biological, only one of them will be a biological parent to that child. And that's for whoever egg they used to go with that sperm that they got from whatever sperm bank or whatever man or whatever, right? So if the mother used her egg, then the baby will come out looking like the mother. And whoever this stranger, this man is, that they probably will never know. They probably seen some pictures, you know, at the sperm bank, which that could be some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It could be, they could put any nigga motherfucking picture up there and you judging off the picture. Yeah, I want his sperm. He's handsome and shit. And there's really some other fucking ugly ass motherfucker, but you know, they done had 3 people they didn't want to do it already because this nigga was ugly. So they done took somebody else's picture and put it there, say, here. Oh, yeah, him, my baby will look like Denzel. Woo! Paul, good looking, man. You showing me love, man. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, let me be the president. You know the first thing I'd do if I was president? And stuff, salute, Paul. First thing I would do if I was president is for every man that paid child support, get guaranteed visitation. If any chick filed for child support and the man got to pay child support, guaranteed visitation, right? Or co-parenting. Now, just with me running for president, yeah, it will have to be some psychiatric evaluation if the father has any type of history of any type of violence or anything other than that. But if for every man that's paying child support, he should have joint custody or guaranteed visitation. So the baby mamas, so they can't just get the money and keep the kids away from the fathers. Vote for me, choke no joke for president, independent. I'm dead ass serious about that shit. If I was the president, that would be the first thing I do. I will put guaranteed visitation and child support, so the fathers will always have a right to be in the kid's life, and the mother can't tell a nigga, you can't see him today. No, you can't see him. Oh, you with that bitch? No, my kids ain't coming over there. Yeah, no, yeah. You taking my money? You ain't gonna take my money and my goddamn baby. God damn it. Yeah. So choke no joke for presidents. That's right. Equal right. Because we go half on the baby, right? How the fuck we go half on the baby and then all of a sudden the baby's yours and I got to keep paying you? You can't have that baby without my sperm. I can't have no baby without your egg. So how, just because what, you carried the baby for 9 months? Oh, well, you talk to God about that part because we ain't had nothing to do with that. God made that part happen. I would have clearly carried the kids. You know what I'm saying? If God wanted that way. Y'all ladies got to take that up with God. Menstrual cycle, y'all got to take that up with God. Y'all can't get on y'all period and get cranky with us. We didn't create the menstrual cycle. Y'all got to talk to Eve about that. Maybe she ain't bite that goddamn apple. You might not have a period every month. Her ass ain't listen. God damn it. But that threw my train of thought off. Good looking again, Paul. Appreciate you, man. I'm gonna have to move on because I forgot where the hell I was at and what I was saying. But ultimately, I don't think nobody's gonna vote for Kamala Harris. Well, not nobody, but I don't think she could get enough votes to beat Trump. I'm sorry. And once again, for all you people that was still going for Biden and in his condition, y'all some dangerous ass people. Because y'all know that man wasn't fit for the job and stuff. And y'all was going to sit there and still vote for him after our goddamn orange juice is $5 for a goddamn quart. Gas is goddamn $3.50 for regular. And y'all still, and when we was paying $1.90, $2, orange juice was $1.79. Y'all know me, I do the shopping shows. So I remember. And y'all still was gonna vote for this goddamn man. It's crazy, man. You see? Y'all was really just going to set us up for failure, man. Man, what I'm gonna tell y'all, we all gonna deal with racism until the day the motherfucking aliens land on this goddamn planet. Then you gonna see racism, that shit gonna die. When motherfuckers see aliens, humans are gonna stick together. They black, white, Mexican, Puerto Rican, Dominican, African. None of that's gonna matter. These motherfucking aliens come down here, niggas are gonna be running with each other like when the goddamn that plane hit the World Trade Center. Blam! Everybody that was downtown, they seeing that shit coming out. Motherfuckers wasn't talking about no race. Yo, get away from me, black man. You know what I'm saying? Like the white woman on the floor in the ashes, she didn't look and see a black person and be like, oh, I don't want your help. Get out of here. I'm waiting for a white person to come help me. No, nigga. Everybody was helping each other, trying to get the hell out as that shit was crumbling. And them niggas was filled with that white ass powder from the building and stuff. Everybody running down the street trying to help each other. Nigga, nobody was talking about race. Nobody. For at least 48 hours. Nobody was talking about race in New York. Everybody was one. A bunch of victims of a terrorist attack. Nobody was talking about race. Now, 2 days later, 3 days later, it was back to normal. But I'm telling you, this is the first time in my life I seen that's probably the only time in my life. Now, I've been places where, a bunch of different cultures coincide with each other, mingle with each other, and it's peace and harmony. But I'm talking about in a travesty. Like, it's probably the same way in a tsunami or any other world tragedy. That it takes stuff like that, which is sad, to show people that color and race don't matter, because at a point we may need each other. You might need your neighbor. You know what I'm saying? And you might have judged the person on their appearance. You might have judged the person on their skin color. You might have judged a person on their religion. You might, you know what I'm saying? All that shit in the tragedy does not matter. And if we lived our lives like that daily, the world will be a better place. But that's the dream. That's the dream, man. But now I got some very, 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 very revealing information in the case of the notorious Biggs murder, right? Now, this one, I need y'all to share this video. Hit your favorite person that's into this Tupac and Biggie stuff. because this right now is getting ready to get so explosive. Y'all gonna be like, yo, Choke, man, you should have been a detective on this case. This, I've been digging, right? And what I'm about to show y'all, for all y'all that got a brain, this one is for y'all, right? For all y'all that know this crooked, dirty ass pig and know his body language and know when he's lying and know this case like we know this case. Watch what you are about to see. And the way I break it down for you to see what I'm talking about, oh, baby, this nigga is busted. Oh, he's busted, bro. He's so busted. I mean, he's busted like the dude Champ is busted. I don't know if y'all seen that. The dude Champ from Math Hoffa show was hanging out with Bimmy and stole somebody's credit card and shit. Man, oh man, it's bad. You can take a nigga out to jail, but you can't take the criminal out of him. You can let the nigga out the jail, but you ain't gonna take the criminal out of him. Yeah, man. But check this out, right? So let me set the stage for y'all, right? I'll get to the Champ shit later. Now, we know that it was a dark-colored Chevy Impala that was used in the killing, right? Y'all never are going to fucking believe this. This nigga needs to shut up. Like, yo, Vlad, shout out to you, Vlad. I got to give you a shout out, Vlad. I got to give Vlad a goddamn shout out, right? Because sometimes Vlad just asks questions and he may not know. He may have asked a great ass question. You know what I'm saying? He's just doing his journalistic duty, reading the stuff that he's researched, right? Oh, wait till y'all see this one. Now, this ain't nothing new. Actually, it's actually an old interview. But if you know the case, right? And being the fact that this goddamn Reggie Wong Jr. Keep running his mouth, the more that he talk, the more that's revealed. And this dude allegedly is got something to do with with Tupac and Biggie. But definitely, I believe he got something to do with the Biggie case as well, right? I believe both cases. But how about this, right? Now, oh man, I got so many files on this fool. I don't know where to begin to pull them up. I don't even think I have to pull them up, right? But let me show y'all what I'm talking about first. All right. Now, just so I can know for me that I don't have to go way back in the story and tell you to reiterate the whole goddamn story. If you are familiar with the who that is, this is T saying, who is that? I can't see. It looked like Talia. Israel. This is Talia Israel. I don't know. Bro been talking about Jay-Z for 30 years. More like 20. But oh, I know what I was gonna say. For those that what you call it, right? If you know the big case, right? I type in what car they said was used to do the shooting in Biggie case. What kind of car? I need y'all to type that in to see if y'all with me. What kind of car was used in the assassination of notorious B.I.G? What kind of car they said was used? Walk on wood, you wrong. Okay. Let's see. Wagon Wood is talking about Vegas. Okay, Husky's first in the building on this one. All right, we got the Impalas. All right, Impala, right? Impala, right? Impala, right? Impala. All right, we clear. All right, we know. All right, y'all on TikTok, y'all said white Cadillac, y'all thinking Tupac murder. I said notorious B.I.G, right? The dark color Impala is what was said, right? Now, listen to this. Russell Poole, suspect at the time he died, was Reggie Wright Jr., right? When Greg Caden came up on the project, on the case, the first person he talked to was who? I don't know if the first, but the person he talked to was, as a suspect, was who? Reggie Wright Jr., right? Reggie told Greg Caden that Southside did it in retaliation for not getting their money for killing Tupac, right? Now, where did he get that information from? I don't know. But we know it wasn't true because Southside was with Biggie the night he got killed. And Greg Caden doubled back to Reggie, and then he gave him the Poochie story, right? But we know from other research that it was said that Kenner had Reggie find somebody to allegedly kill Biggie, right? And Reggie went and got Mac, Perez, and Gaines in them to carry it out. And then they gave Amir Muhammad allegedly some money, like 300 and something thousand, as a down payment to get it done. And then when after it was done, they wasn't trying to pay because they said they were supposed to kill Puff, allegedly. This is what they were saying. And for whatever reason, they wasn't going pay him the rest of his money. So he threatened them niggas, allegedly. And David Mack went and robbed the bank for the other 700 and something thousand that they owed him, which never got caught, the money. And allegedly that was paid, and the hit was paid for. And then David Mack got caught later on for the bank robbery, and he went to jail, and the money was never recovered, right? Then it said that Kevin Gaines was involved, and they had an argument about it because Gaines was supposed to cut off Puff and them, and he let them go by. All this is in Russell Poole's paperwork, right? Or Greg Cadence, one of them, I can't think right now, right? But so that's the connection, right? Allegedly, Reggie was supposed to go and hire somebody and hire Mac and Gaines. We know Gaines was working for Death Row through Sharita, doing security for Snoop and other people or whatever. So we know there's a connection over there, right? With Gaines and Sharita. We heard Reggie on the phone talking to Sharita about Kevin Gaines getting death row checks or nightlife checks, or they paid them cash under the table, and how she wasn't trying to leave a paper trail with them. So we know that Reggie's aware of who Kevin Gaines is, even though he lies and say he don't know him, he never met him, this, that, and other, right? But there's a man that Suge took out to the fucking desert, beat his ass and stripped him, and stripped both of them and left them there. But Reggie don't know who the hell he is. But in his interview with her on the not interview, but with his recorded phone call with her on the phone, he clearly knows who Kevin Gaines is, right? So now that we all know that Kevin Gaines and Mac was at the Peterson. We know Perez was at the Peterson the night Biggie got killed. Right? We know they all was there. Right? So, and we know a Chevy Impala was used, right? Check this shit out here. And I'm using this under fair use for the purpose of criticism, commenting, news reporting, and teaching. All right. But let me read my disclaimer here. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news report, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by the copyright statute that otherwise may be infringing nonprofit educational or personal use to balance in favor of fair use. Choke, no joke. I got that memorized. All right. I'll keep this disclaimer up here. Shout out to Vlad TV. This is courtesy of Vlad TV. And Vlad got this Vlad got this pig right where I need him. I'm about to roast him. Hey, wait, let me put the apple in his mouth right now. Boop. Here's the apple in your mouth right now, nigga. Like, you gotta be working for the police. For them not to catch this. You gotta be working for them, bro. You gotta be working for them. It ain't no question in my mind you working for them. Or they are the motherfucking the weakest link in California or Vegas, California on the Biggie case, unless they just trying to cover it up so Miss Wallace don't get her money, which I believe is it. But nigga, you so guilty. You so guilty. I got you again. I got you again. We still waiting for you to address the phone call with Sharita. You ain't no Kevin Gaines, right? Kevin Gaines. Yeah. Did you write him a check from Death Row? Kevin Gaines. The nigga you don't know what you call in and talk about. All right. I got you, pig. Hey, y'all, we about to have a roast. Y'all go get y'all plates. Y'all go get y'all plates now. You know, I just put the pig in the mouth. We about the fire's going, y'all. I'm about to roast this pig right now. This motherfucker so goddamn busted. Oh, he's so goddamn busted. Whoa, he's so busted. Watch this. Vlad, man. I would say I solved the Biggie murder. Me and Vlad solved the Biggie murder.
Because they were the type of guys. But they weren't the types that y'all see in pictures that often or being around with Suge. They would just come around periodically. And so that's why James was saying the difference of the type of guy. You had some guys that was there every day, like Buntree, Big Jake until he died. Who else used to travel with us a lot? Juju at his time. You had people like that.
Through everything.
No living being should ever eat processed food for every single meal of their life.
He kind of showed that the people that were pointing the finger at Amir Muhammad were basically crazy people in prison.
Exactly.
People with documented serious mental conditions.
That was lying. That had been in custody and was trying to get out of jail.
Right.
Do anything they could to either get some perks or to get out of prison early.
Right, exactly. I mean, going through this, I could see the holes in this theory.
Oh, that's why I throw jabs at Russell Poole. Ultimately, at the end, he got it right.
Now, y'all done heard this nigga say, ultimately, at the end, Russell Poole got it right. Ultimately, at the end, Russell Poole was saying he was involved in killing Biggie. Right? But listen to what this dry snitching ass nigga say. Ultimately, he got it right. You hear this fucking rat bastard? Now he's lying. We know he's lying. He's always deflecting.
Well, David Mack, really. But Amir Muhammad for David Mack because of the crooked Rampart cops.
Right,
is
exactly.
What I believe. Yes.
Exactly. And once we did we put out the deep dive and,
Now listen what he say here. That David Mack hired Amir Muhammad to do it, right? Look, he laid it out here, but he's sitting there telling the fucking Poochie story, like trying to throw people off. Well, look at this fool, bro.
With us a lot. Juju at his time. You had people like that. Then you had guys that came around recently. Then you had people like James, who came around for special events when it was large parties and you need numbers. And so that's what James mean by everybody had a role.
Well, we had posted a deep dive about this, about the particular case, about Amir Muhammad, Psycho Mike, and Russell Poole, who's sort of in charge of the investigation.
Oh, man, I love that because it make Russell Poole look like the detective he was.
Did you know Russell Poole?
Never met him.
Never met him. But Russell Poole was sort of the main force behind the Biggie conspiracy shooting and so forth. And Russell Poole felt it was Amir Muhammad.
Well, David Mack really, but Amir Muhammad for David Mack because of the crooked Rampart cops.
Right.
Is what he
Exactly.
believed. Yes.
Exactly. And once we did we put out the deep dive, and Dorsey really went through everything. He kind of showed that the people that were pointing the finger at Amir Muhammad were basically crazy people in prison.
Exactly.
People with documented serious mental conditions.
That was lying.
Yeah.
That had been in custody and was trying to get out of jail.
Right.
Do anything they could to either get some perks or to get out of prison early.
Right. Exactly. I mean, going through this, I could see the holes in this theory.
Oh, that's why I throw jabs at Russell Poole. Ultimately, at the end, he got it right.
Which was?
But who he believes was responsible for the shooting of Biggie.
And he thought it was who?
I don't know. You know.
Poochie?
Poochie.
Yeah.
No.
No? Suge.
Oh, exactly.
Okay.
But
So years ago, it wasn't Poochie. He asked him Poochie. The nigga said no. This is what I be talking about with Vlad. Vlad got all his contradictions, but he gonna go out here and promote the Tony Yayo. Oh, Poochie killed him. This person said Poochie. This person said Poochie. This person said Poochie. This person. Well, what you call it? Reggie said right there, no, it wasn't Poochie.
to get out of prison early.
Right. Exactly. I mean, going through this, I could see the holes in this theory.
Oh, that's why I throw jabs at Russell Poole. Ultimately, at the end, he got it right.
Which was?
But who he believes was responsible for the shooting of Biggie.
And he thought it was who?
I don't know. You know.
Poochie?
Poochie.
Yeah.
No.
No? Suge.
Oh, exactly.
Okay.
But building up to that, you know how we used to get in trouble with Mal and the teacher said, show your work?
Yeah.
He didn't show his work right.
Right. Well, we had put up another deep dive episode where we talked about the
Now, this is where I got your ass, pig. This is where I got your ass, pig. I got your ass right goddamn here. Wait till y'all hear this. I guarantee you this flew over everybody's head. Watch this shit. Watch this.
Suge.
Oh, exactly.
Okay.
But building up to that, you know how we used to get in trouble with Mal and the teacher said, show your work?
Yeah.
He didn't show his work right.
Right. Well, we had put up another deep dive episode where we talked about the Impala, right? Because there was, essentially the witnesses were all saying that Impala was the one that shot up Biggie's car.
They raided my house behind the Impala.
Right.
Yeah.
And they found
Y'all heard that? They raided his house over in Impala. Why would they raid Reggie's house over in Impala? What would Reggie be doing with an Impala, y'all? Why would Reggie, come on, y'all. Y'all think Reggie had an Impala as a cop? As a security guard back then? Y'all think he had an Impala? Watch this. Vlad, You don't know how good this motherfucking work is you just put in right here, Vlad. Vlad, you solved the case, the Biggie case right here, along with all the other information. Oh, baby, look at this here.
Impala in Keefe's backyard.
Correct.
They realized it was non-related. The color that people were saying was slightly different. People were saying black, some people were saying dark green. There was cars that were like burgundy and so forth. But this was at night. It was a chaotic situation. But then at the end of that deep dive, he had posted some pictures that showed an Impala parked at Suge's auto body shop. Now, is it the same Impala?
Got you, pig. Got you, pig. You got the fucking Impala that killed Biggie. You had it, nigga. Your ass is busted, nigga. Your ass is busted, nigga. See, let me tell you something. Vlad ain't know where he was going with that, right? Vlad was getting ready to put the Impala on South Side, right? And then he says, well, it was an Impala that was over at, and Reggie started talking. He started talking. And by him start talking, he opened the door for it. Yeah, it was on the news. It was on the news. It was an Impala over at Death Row. Now, here's the interesting shit, right? Listen, right? Vlad asks him, was that the Impala that was used? The answer would be what? No, if it wasn't, right? Or hell no, that wasn't the fucking car, right? If Vlad asks you, if that was the car that was used in killing Biggie, right? The answer would be no, right? If it wasn't, right? For me, it would be hell no, nigga. What the fuck you trying to say, right? Look at Reggie's answer.
Where we talked about the Impala, right? Because there was, essentially the witnesses were all saying that Impala was the one that shot up Biggie's car.
They raided my house behind the Impala.
Right.
Yeah.
And they found an Impala in Keefe's, backyard.
Correct.
They realized it was non-related. The color that people were saying was slightly different. People were saying black, some people were saying dark green. There was cars that were like burgundy and so forth. But this was at night. It was a chaotic situation. But then at the end of that deep dive, he had posted some pictures that showed an Impala parked at Suge's auto body shop. Now, is it the same Impala? We're not saying it is. Mike Dorsey didn't say it is. I wasn't involved in this thing. But
what was his answer when Vlad asked him, was that the same Impala that killed Biggie? What was his answer? What was his answer, y'all? What was his answer, y'all?
Your work.
Yeah.
He didn't show his work right.
Right. Well, we had put up another deep dive episode where we talked about the Impala, right? Because there was, essentially the witnesses were all saying that Impala was the one that shot up Biggie's car.
They raided my house behind the Impala.
Right.
Yeah.
And they found Impala in Keefe's, backyard.
Correct.
They realized it was non-related. The color that people were saying was slightly different. People were saying black. Some people were saying dark green. There was cars that were like burgundy and so forth. But this was at night. It was a chaotic situation. But then at the end of that deep dive, he had posted some pictures that showed an Impala parked at Suge's auto body shop. Now, is it the same Impala? We're not saying it is. Mike Dorsey didn't say it is. I wasn't involved in this thing. But
nigga, what do you mean you don't know? You don't know? Do you wait. Do y'all understand with him saying he don't know? Yo, there was a car over. It was an Impala at Suge's body garage. I don't think Suge had a body garage. Reggie and them had the body garage. Because they also said the white Cadillac after the Vegas event was over at Reggie and them people's body garage. Am I tripping or y'all seeing what I'm seeing? Let me ask you something. If you got an Impala and the police come to you and say, yo, there was an Impala out there that looked similar to yours. Was your Impala used in the murder of Biggie Smalls? What are you going to say? Wouldn't you be like, hell no, right? This motherfucker here looked way guilty and said he do not know. My nigga. Yo, come on, y'all. Y'all, come on, man. I can't be the only smart person out here, yo. Y'all got to tell me y'all see this shit. Y'all, come on, man, please.
Car.
They raided my house behind the Impala.
Right.
Yeah.
And they found Impala in Keefe's, backyard.
Correct.
They realized it was non-related. The color that people were saying was slightly different. People were saying black. Some people were saying dark green. There was cars that were like burgundy and so forth. But this was at night. It was a chaotic situation. But then at the end of that deep dive, he had posted some pictures that showed an Impala parked at Suge's auto body shop. Now, is it the same Impala? We're not saying it is. Mike Dorsey didn't say it is. I wasn't involved in this thing. But, it is suspicious.
It makes you raise your eyebrow.
Yeah.
And when I say my house got raided, I'm the one that they duped me into turning in Suge's Impala.
So you're
What did I tell y'all? What did I tell y'all? Y'all tell me this nigga ain't involved in Biggie murder? He don't know if that was the car, the car that was involved in Biggie murder. He don't know. Oh, it get better. Vlad, you don't even realize what you just did right here, Vlad. Vlad, you don't even realize what you just did right here, my nigga. You got him cold busted, nigga. He is cold busted.
But, it is suspicious.
It makes you raise your eyebrow.
Yeah.
And when I say my house got raided, I'm the one that they duped me into turning in Suge's Impala.
So you're the one that said that the Impala was over there?
No. The burgundy Impala that was Suge, the one with the rims and all of that.
Yeah.
I had possession of that Impala.
Oh, okay.
Yo, these detectives stupid in LA, man. Yo, Greg Caden, how could you drop the fucking ball? Greg Caden? You fucking Greg Caden. How could you drop the ball? This nigga he's in possession of Suge's Impala at the time Biggie got murdered. Greg Caden, man, you a disgrace, bro. You put your whole badge on the line to just make sure that Miss Wallace don't get no goddamn money, man. Allegedly. Are you kidding me?
The color that people were saying was slightly different. People were saying black. Some people were saying dark green. There was cars that were like burgundy and so forth. But this was at night. It was a chaotic situation. But then at the end of that deep dive, he had posted some pictures that showed an Impala parked at Suge's auto body shop. Now, is it the same Impala? We're not saying it is. Mike Dorsey didn't say it is. I wasn't involved in this thing. But it is suspicious.
It makes you raise your eyebrow.
Yeah.
And when I say my house got raided, I'm the one that they duped me into turning in Suge's Impala.
So you're the one that said that the Impala was over there?
No. The burgundy Impala that was Suge, the one with the rims and all of that.
Yeah.
I had possession of that Impala.
Oh, okay.
I was getting it transferred over to one of his friends' name. I forgot Mr. Lay's name.
Okay.
I was getting the transfer from Death Row or Suge's name to Mr. Lay's name. And they had the guy that I was using, the DMV, it was like a, company that did.
Nigga, you busted. You fucking busted. You busted. You got the Impala, and now you trying to transfer the title over to somebody else after the shooting, nigga? Yo, Greg Caden, you fucked this case up, bro. You had his ass. You let this nigga charm you and spin you like he doing everybody on YouTube, like he doing these motherfucking prosecutors and goddamn Vegas. Yo, these people ain't got no fucking street smarts. They got book smarts, they got education, they got degrees, they got law degrees and everything, but they ain't got no fucking street smarts to see right through this fucking nigga and his bullshit. He's busted, bro. Russell Poole was on his ass. What is he doing with an Impala? And then trying to transfer the shit. And wait, it gets better. This nigga's busted, man. He's busted. Look at his body language. He's a fucking liar.
It's suspicious.
It makes you raise your eyebrow.
Yeah.
And when I say my house got raided, I'm the one that they duped me. Ultimately, at the end, he got it right.
Which was?
But who he believes was responsible for the shooting of Biggie.
And he thought it was who?
I don't know. You know.
Poochie?
Poochie.
Yeah.
No.
No? Suge.
Oh, exactly.
Okay.
But building up to that, you know how we used to get in trouble with math and the teacher said, show your work?
Yeah.
He didn't show his work right.
Right. Well, we had put up another deep dive episode where we talked about the Impala, right? Because there was, essentially the witnesses were all saying that Impala was the one that shot up Biggie's car.
They raided my house behind an Impala.
Right.
Yeah.
And they found Impala in Keefe's, backyard.
Correct.
They realized it was non-related. The color that people were saying was slightly different. People were saying black. Some people were saying dark green. There was cars that were like burgundy and so forth. But this was at night. It was a chaotic situation. But then at the end of that deep dive, he had posted some pictures that showed an Impala parked at Suge's auto body shop. Now, is it the same Impala? We're not saying it is. I mean, Mike Dorsey didn't say it is. I wasn't involved in this thing. But, it is suspicious.
It makes you raise your eyebrow.
Yeah.
And when I say my house got raided, I'm the one that they duped me into turning in Suge's Impala.
So you're the one that said that the Impala was over there?
No. The burgundy Impala that was Suge, the one with the rims and all of that?
Yeah.
I had possession of that Impala.
Oh, okay.
I was getting it transferred over to one of his friends' name. I forgot. Mr. Lay's name.
Okay.
I was getting the transfer from Death Row or Suge's name to Mr. Lay's name. And they had the guy that I was using, the DMV, it was like a, company that did transfers of titles over for you. They had that guy tell me that DMV wanted to come down and inspect the car. When it actually was LAPD detective Russell Poole wanted possession of the car.
Okay.
And so luckily to me, I didn't have them come where I had the cars were, because that's where I had all the Suge cars. But I had it towed from that location to the office. And that's at that time when they raided my house, Mr. Lay's.
Let me ask y'all a question. Because maybe y'all smart like me and not dumb like everybody else. But out of all Suge cars, why the fuck is he moving the Impala? Luckily for him, he didn't have the Impala over there with all Suge other cars. And he was getting it towed so he could transfer the title over and put it in somebody else's name. Why? Nigga, who the fuck you think you talking to? You can't remember if it was in Suge name. You don't know if it was in Death Row name. And how are you going to transfer a title for some shit you don't own? Now, unless y'all never owned cars like me, I done own a gang of cars in my life, right? I gotta sign over the fucking title. Ain't nobody else can sign over the title for me to sell to somebody else unless they forging it. Yo, who is this dude think he talking to? Out of all the cars in the world, at the time of the Biggie killing, Suge got 100 cars. This nigga got the Impala on the motherfucking tow truck, moving this shit around during the investigation of the Biggie murder. And why is the shit in his possession? They didn't raid his house for no fucking reason. Greg K didn't fuck this shit up, bro. He had his guy, but he got spun because he ain't got no fucking street smarts.
Did transfers of titles over for you. they had that guy tell me
What
the
do you mean?
burgundy Impala that was sugar, the one with the rims and all of that.
Yeah.
I had possession of that Impala.
Oh, okay.
I was getting it transferred over to one of his friends' name. I forgot Mr. Lay's name.
Okay.
I was getting the transfer from Death Row or Sugar's name to Mr. Lay's name. And they had the guy that I was using, the DMV, it was like a, company that did transfers of titles over for you. They had that guy tell me that DMV wanted to come down and inspect the car.
Wait, all right. Is any car owners in here buying this story right now? Anybody that ever fucking owned a car, are you buying this story right now? So he going to transfer some titles over. So he's using a company that goes to the DMV and do it for you. So you just can't go to the DMV and transfer the title yourself, right? You got to have this company that transfers title. Nigga, your ass is busted, and fucking Greg Cater is a fucking idiot for fucking believing your stupid ass.
But then at the end of that deep dive, he had posted some pictures that showed an Impala parked at Suge's auto body shop. Now, is it the same Impala? We're not saying it is. Mike Dorsey didn't say it is. I wasn't involved in this thing. But, it is suspicious.
It makes you raise your eyebrow.
Yeah.
And when I say my house got raided, I'm the one that they duped me into turning in Suge's Impala.
So you're the one that said that the Impala was over there?
No. The burgundy Impala that was Suge, the one with the rims and all of that.
Yeah.
I had possession of that Impala.
Oh, okay.
I was getting it transferred over to one of his friends' name. I forgot Mr. Lay's name.
Okay.
I was getting it transferred from Death Row or Sugar's name to Mr. Lay's name. And they had the guy that I was using, the DMV, it was like a, company that did transfers of titles over for you. They had that guy tell me that DMV wanted to come down and inspect the car. When it actually was LAPD detective Russell Poole wanted possession of the car.
Okay.
And so luckily to me, I didn't have them come where I had the cars were, because that's where I had all the shit cars. But I had it towed from that location to the office. And that's at that time when they raided my house, Mr. Lay's mother's house or grandmother's house, and Death Row offices. And you can see on the news, on the camera, the car pulling up while they raiding the location. The car on the tow truck, because the news was out there and everything, pulling up. And it was just all a ruse to get the car there, because they wanted to check it for ballistics and stuff.
And did they check it?
They checked it for ballistics, took it in custody for about a week, and they released it to us.
Okay, so they found nothing. There's no residue or whatever
Nothing.
else. So chances are.
Of course they found nothing, motherfucker. Y'all had the car in the shop. Y'all could have painted it over, whatever. Y'all fucking could have did anything to the car, nigga. Y'all had it at the fucking shop, nigga. Not where it was at. Suge got all these cars. And just out of all of these cars, just the Impala is over at the shop. And then now they come with the trying to, and then not only is it over at the shop, you trying to transfer the title over into somebody else's name to get it away from you. Who's stupid here? Who is stupid here, bro? Suge's in jail. Why is his car at the shop? Suge is in jail. Why is his car at the shop? And why are you transferring the title over to Michelle A? Right after the Biggie case. All these cars he got. Why not the Bentley? Why not the Rolls Royce? Why not the fucking Benz? Why not the BMW? Why is it the fucking Chevy? And what chick want to ride around in a fucking Chevy Impala? All these cars she got. She want the Chevy Impala? A woman? Yo, man, I should have been a detective because Greg Caden and them, he's a fucking novice, boy.
His friend's name, I forgot, Mr. Lay's name.
Okay.
I was getting the transfer from Death Row or Suge's name to Mr. Lay's name. And they had the guy that I was using, the DMV, it was like a, company that did transfers of titles over for you. They had that guy tell me that DMV wanted to come down and inspect the car, when it actually was LAPD detective Russell Poole wanted possession of the car.
Okay.
And so luckily to me, I didn't have them come where I had the cars were, because that's where I had all the shit cars. But I had it towed from that location to the office. And that's at that time when they raided my house, Mr. Lay's mother's house or grandmother's house, and Death Row offices. And you can see on the news, on camera, the car pulling up while they raiding the location, the car on the tow truck, because the news was out there and everything, pulling up. And it was just all a ruse to get the car there, because they wanted to check it for ballistics and stuff.
And did they check it?
They checked it for ballistics, took it into custody for about a week, and they released it to us.
Okay, so they found nothing. There's no residue or whatever
Nothing.
else. So chances are that Impala was not the same.
Had nothing
Impala.
to do with it.
Okay.
And that she wouldn't have gave me permission to release it, because, anything I did, I got permission. So my point is, if he thought that Impala was involved or he allowed somebody to use it, he would have told me, no, don't,
yeah.
Get rid.
Suge in jail. And if that car was involved, he would have told him, yo, don't give it to the police. Yo, is this motherfucker, yo, if I was Suge, I could never be this nigga friend. He's such a slime ball motherfucker, and try to put a murder on this nigga and sit here and act like he is fucking friend and shit. Yo, this nigga's a liar, bro. He's a liar.
They raided my house, Mr. Lay's mother's house or grandmother's house, and Death Row offices. And you can see on the news, on camera, the car pulling up while they raiding the location, the car on the tow truck, because the news was out there and everything, pulling up. And it was just all a ruse to get the car there, because they wanted to check it for ballistics and stuff.
And did they check it?
They checked it for ballistics, took it into custody for about a week, and they released it to us.
Okay, so they found nothing. There's no residue or whatever
Nothing.
else. So chances are that Impala was not the same.
Had nothing
Impala.
to do with it.
Okay.
And that she wouldn't have gave me permission to release it, because, anything I did, I got permission. So my point is, if he thought that Impala was involved or he allowed somebody to use it, he would have told me, no, don't,
Yeah.
get rid of that car.
Well, if you hire someone to kill one of the most popular people on the
Why are you
planet,
going to use them? Your car.
you know, you won't go and take that car and then park it in your body shop. Like, that just seems insane.
Yeah, and that part too.
Yeah.
And I'm not, and that's not where I had his cars at. I had it at a spot in Arleta.
Yeah.
A storage there.
Yeah.
It was parked in the body shop to get cleaned up from the fucking shooting. If he got all his cars all in one spot, why is the fucking Impala over there by itself? Like, who's stupid here, bro? And then he talking about they raided the death row offices to get the car to come over there. No, nigga, you was trying to get rid of the fucking car from over there at the garage or the house and was getting ready to stash that shit over near the label. Slick ass niggas.
Yeah. I mean, crazy story. I mean, we'll never know because Poochie ultimately got killed.
Yes.
You know, a few years later, I think. Car.
They raided my house behind an Impala.
Right.
Yeah.
And they found an Impala in Keefe's, backyard.
Correct.
They realized it was non-related. The color that people were saying was slightly different. People were saying black. Some people were saying dark green. There was cars that were like burgundy and so forth. But this was at night. It was a chaotic situation. But then at the end of that deep dive, he had posted some pictures that showed an Impala parked at Suge's auto body shop. Now, is it the same Impala? We're not saying it is. Mike Dorsey didn't say it is. I wasn't involved in this thing. But, it is suspicious.
It makes you raise your eyebrow.
Yeah.
And when I say my house got raided, I'm the one that they duped me into turning in Suge's Impala.
So you're the one that said that the Impala was over there?
No. The burgundy Impala that was Suge, the one with the rims and all of that.
Yeah.
I had possession of that Impala.
Oh, okay.
I was getting it transferred over to one of his friends' name. I forgot Mr. Lay's name.
Okay.
I was getting the transfer from Death Row or Suge's name to Mr. Lay's name. And they had the guy that I was using, the DMV, it was like a, company that did transfers of titles over for you. They had that guy tell me that DMV wanted to come down and inspect the car. When it actually was LAPD detective Russell Poole wanted possession of the car.
Okay.
And so luckily to me, I didn't have them come where I had the cars were, because that's where I had all the shit cars. But I had it towed from that location to the office. And that's at that time when they raided my house, Mr. Lay's mother's house or grandmother's house, and Death Row offices. And you can see on the news, on the camera, the car pulling up while they raiding the location, the car on the tow truck, because the news was out there and everything, pulling up. And it was just all a ruse to get the car there, because they wanted to check it for ballistics and stuff.
And did they check it?
They checked it for ballistics, took it in custody for about a week, and they released it to us.
Okay, so they found nothing. There's no residue or whatever else. So chances are that Impala was not the same
Had nothing
Impala.
to do with it.
Okay.
And that Suge wouldn't have gave me permission to release it, because, anything I did, I got permission. So my point is, if he thought that Impala was involved or he allowed somebody to use it, he would have told me, no, don't get rid of that car.
Well, if you hire someone to kill one of the most popular people on the
Why are you
planet,
going to use them? Your car.
You won't go and take that car and then park it in your body shop. Like, that just seems insane.
Yeah, and that part too.
Yeah.
And that's not where I had his cars at. I had it at a spot in Arleta.
Yeah.
storage there.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, crazy story. I mean, we'll never know because Poochie ultimately got killed.
Yes.
You know, a few years later, I think.
If all of Suge's cars were in Orlando, why was the Impala in LA or Compton? You know you fucked up, right?
Probably in 2099 or 2000, something like that.
Yeah. So about 3 years later,
Yeah.
he got killed. I mean, Suge's not going to admit to his involvement in that, obviously. You know, it's just one of these things where I can honestly say I don't really know who killed Biggie. It could be there's too many different options, none of which I have a really good feeling about.
I always thought it was the Southside Compton Crips that did it.
Yeah,
For
I mean,
payment.
they were there.
Yeah.
Keefe was there. I think Orlando was there. Keefe was definitely there.
Keefe was definitely there.
Keefe
I think he
was
said,
definitely
yeah. Keefe says Orlando and Dre was there.
Okay,
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, like I'm saying, there's two.
If he always thought it was Southside Crips, where the fuck Poochie come from? Told y'all. The fucking Poochie shit was a lie. He always thought it was Southside Crips. Nigga, he just tried to put it on them niggas to get it off of him. So if he always thought it was Southside Crips, where did Poochie come from? See, this is what I'm talking about with Vlad. I don't know if Vlad done did too many interviews and he can't remember everything. But I got a different type of memory. Right? If he told Greg K that Poochie did it, how the fuck is he saying right here, I always felt Southside Crips did it in retaliation for not getting their money for killing Tupac? Greg K's a dummy. You're a fucking dickhead, Greg Caden. Respectfully. You let this nigga spin you, motherfucker. You had your man.
Poochie ultimately got killed.
Yes.
You know, a few years later, I think.
Probably in 2099 or 2000, something like that.
Yeah. So about 3 years later,
yeah,
he got killed. I mean, Suge's not going to admit to his involvement in that, obviously. You know, it's just one of these things where I can honestly say I don't really know who killed Biggie. It could be there's too many different options, none of which I have a really good feeling about.
I always thought it was the Southside Compton Crips that did it.
Yeah,
For payment.
They were there.
Yeah.
Keefe was there. I think Orlando was there. Keefe was definitely there.
Keefe was definitely there.
Keefe
I think he
was
said,
definitely
yeah. Keefe says Orlando and Dre was there.
Okay,
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, like I'm saying, there's
Are y'all with me? Are y'all with me? He always thought it was the Southside Crips that killed Biggie for payment. Right? Same way he put the fucking Tupac shit on them niggas. He a dirty nigga, bro. He is a dirty nigga. He a dirty nigga. In the same interview, he said Suge killed Biggie. But he always thought it was the Southside Crips. Russell Poole got it right the first time. What? With Poochie? Yeah, no. The other person, who? Suge? Yeah, yeah. So Russell Poole got it right. Russell Poole got it right the first time you said, and made that in reference as to Suge kill Biggie, right? Then at the end of this interview, you say Poochie didn't kill Biggie. You always thought that Southside Crips did it for payment. Greg Kading got to be the dumbest cop that ever walked the beat, man. That nigga got Kaiser Soze. Greg Kading never saw The Usual Suspect. Because Virgil the Crip, he played the shit out you, Greg Kading. You a clown. You a goddamn clown. In this one interview right here, he said Suge killed Biggie and then said he always thought the Southside did it. That nigga is good. That nigga could spin a fucking... That nigga can spin his globe. This nigga's so nice, boy. Y'all niggas is dumb. Greg Kading, you need to... I'm glad you retired, nigga. You should have retired before you fucking retired. You suck. This nigga is clear. This nigga out of Impala. All this nigga calls it Alaheim or wherever the fuck, and the Impalas are over in LA. And it's in his possession. And he's connected to Kevin Gaines. Kevin Gaines connected to David Mack and Perez and Amir Muhammad. Sharif is managing Snoop. Kevin Gaines is doing security for Snoop. They don't even want to pay Kevin Gaines on the books because they don't want no paper trail so Suge could find out. So they paying this nigga cash. Yeah, okay. Keep playing stupid, y'all. Y'all keep playing stupid. This nigga had an Impala in his possession. Oh, boy. You can't make this shit up, bro. These motherfucking police, man. Yo, them detectives in LA and Vegas, they just trying to cover up so they ain't got to pay Miss Wallace. Because they can't be this goddamn stupid. They can't be, bro. They can't be. Stevie Wonder could see through this nigga bullshit. Like, this nigga, yo, man. Greg Kading should be a disgrace to ever say that he was a fucking detective. Choke no joke. I'm out, man. Make sure y'all get that tunnel documentary, man. I'll see y'all in the morning, man. We working out in the morning, man. Word is bond.
Choke no joke. Jack Brown. Yeah now. Choke no joke. Jack Brown. Yeah. This what ATL in New York sound like. Let's go. Y'all hating ass niggas, I see y'all. Choke get busy, that's why I got the crown. Hate in the air, you clowns, I see the envy that you breed, jealousy. What you need is your own damn hustle. Stop worrying about mine. Nigga, I'm popping cause I put in time. Came out modeling, camera in hand. Still get busy with the mic in hand. Streets pulled out, niggas got sprayed. Niggas turn on you when they see you get paid. The intimidation in your face. Where's the love? What's taking place? You want my gold and my ducats. Cause my money overflowing out of buckets. Shot him in public, made people holler. Scar on his face for the money and the power. I'm the chokester. Chokester. The truth in the industry made me the chokester. 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 The truth in the industry made me the game had me fooled, got in, was young. Thought talent made you rich, damn, was dumb. More to make, cake from crumbs. You gotta be sweet, G or native tongue. My heartbeat went into overload. When Larry tried to turn me into a mole, told me show my curly to the CEO. I didn't think it's funny, so his jaw hit the floor and grabbed that chair that broke his back. Then realized that's a hate attack. Harassment comes assault, you in the maze. No way out, like Puff and Mace. Touch me, tease me, I catch a case. Nigga, you ain't straight as your poker face. Father law God, in that game I fold. This sun don't tick, demon time don't hold. I'm the chokester. Chokester. The truth in the industry made me the chokester. 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 The truth in the industry made me the chokester. Chokester. The truth in the industry made me the chokester. Chokester. On the ones and twos, chokester. What y'all want to do? I'm here now. Eden Wall, stand up. Shout out to the bomb squad. Let's go. Alright. Let's go out to the ladies. I got one for y'all. First one get it, get the prize. All right. In my room, pissy or boom, alarm clock banging, big tune. Stuck, forgot I laid up with Katina. Kick freak shit like Adina. Please her, even when she being a teaser, LD-da. Now they call her Knock-Nita. How I meet her? Oh yeah, Dalila. Had that ass jumping like the fever. Hit it once, real chick won't front. Heard my name in the jungle, went for the hunt. Don't beat around the bush, you scared of thorns. Days you waste, we can get it on. Word bond like James Todd Smith. Doing it in the back of my whip. Who you with like Jigga? Ain't no nigga. Blow your back out like this nigga.
Love is love. Holy crap. It's looking beautiful out here. Water looking a little rough. But I'm here, baby. I'll holler back to y'all in a second. Let me get undressed.
Shanita, I had to eat her. At daddy house where I greet her. She made me shiver, quiver. To this day, a nigga still dig her. A dime after you hit it 5 times. Her by your side, make any nigga shine. Walk with a pack, you know how niggas be acting. Disrespectful and shit like they tough like 10 acting. Take her to the beach, bathe the suit sweet like candy. Intoxicating like brandy. My baby, baby, baby. Drives me crazy, makes me lazy to the bone. Play my lap at the throne. Next king, believe me, lyrical see me. At my windshield with the squeeze. I heard hip hop like the death of Easy.
As you can see, we here, back in the Hard Rock Cafe. They done turned it up. Look how they doing the dinner tonight. Look at this. It smells so good out here, I'm telling you.
Shanae, make any cat day, okay? No one freak me this way. Had me tied up, my way and lied up. If it was a stick, no way I rise up. Time's up. She said don't move. Suck my lips, said don't fuck up the groove. Blinking crazy, the blindfold move. Smell something sweet across my lips, it move. Here, bite this, tell me what it is. And friend, you can get these skins. Strawberries, untie me in a hurry. Dig you out like you Halle Berry. She said,
hey, you gonna give me what I want?
what's that?
You gonna give me what I need?
I don't know.
I really gotta know.
Let's go, let's go.
Hey,
what's up?
Can you give me what I want?
What's that?
Can you give me what I need?
I don't know.
'Cause I really got
Learn from mistakes, man. Don't get tricked out that paper. Yeah, it's an Eden Wall project. You know what it is.
This is how I do, man. See? While you sitting around
Choke no joke. You already know. Y'all know I love that cooch. You know what this is. I love that cooch. Yeah. It's the A thing. Clean cooch. Let's go. Yo, what's up? My nuts when I wake up. Got more than wood and I just bust one. In mahogany, I'm raw eyes lead between the sheets. And she want to ski and just shout with me with what I thought was pee. She rolled the D, her water broke B. Not pregnant, but baptized me. I'm down for more love, but change the sheet. She said, please, I want more. Next thing I know, mattress dripping the floor from her juices. Oral had me stoned, had a Corinne and Medusa in one. And when I look in her eye, between her thighs, I tell you no lie, ain't shit won't buy. I rob and take it, for me to taste it. Red Lobster, pussy, biscuit, freshly baked. Eat that coochie all night. She sprayed my face like Shook Sprite. I love her. I eat her coochie all night. She sprayed my face like Shook Sprite. I love her. Suck my nuts when I wake up. Got more than wood and I just bust one. In mahogany, I'm raw eyes lead between the sheets. And she want to ski and just shout with me with what I thought was pee. She rolled the D and her water broke B. Not pregnant, but baptized me. I'm down for more love, but change the sheet. She said, please, I want more. Next thing I know, mattress dripping the floor from her juices. Oral had me stoned, had a Corinne and Medusa in one. And when I look in her eye, between her thighs, I tell you no lie, ain't shit won't buy. I rob and take it, for me to taste it. Red Lobster, pussy, biscuit, freshly baked. Eat that coochie all night. She sprayed my face like Shook Sprite. I love her.
Choke no joke. Yeah. It's choke no joke. Choke no joke. Chicken choke no joke. Choke no joke. Niggas choke no joke.